Saturday morning. It's buff time. Oh, it is buff time. Welcome to the Saturday morning buff dude cartoon. Yeah. Hey everyone. Thanks for joining. Our eyesight's not the greatest. Yeah, so we see the comments rolling down, but it's a little hard to read. We see some hearts too. Always love seeing that. Nice. Thanks guys for joining in. We're doing some warm-ups right now. We're gonna do the high intensity interval training. And we're gonna be utilizing some chairs. So if you want to join along, grab some chairs and start warming up. And we got, if you can't see the board of the exercise we're gonna do some single leg Bulgarian jumping split squats, then some LYTs, decline push-ups. All right, well, Hudson's gonna bring it to you. No need to keep reading, Brent. I just figured I'd bring it closer. Mountain climbers. We got glute bridges, tricep dips, single leg pistol squats, leg raised planks, elevated pike push-ups, and then single leg calf raises. So it's gonna be 4 sets on each exercise, and it's gonna be short rest times, and it's gonna be pretty intense. It's definitely gonna be fatiguing the muscles and testing a little bit of the cardiovascular system too, so that's what we're all about. You're gonna get your ass kicked. Yeah. Unless, of course, you just sit and watch us, and then in that case, we'll be the only ones getting our asses. That's true. Then you can just be entertained by us kicking our own asses. All right, so once again, 10 exercises. Here they are, if you can all see them. Keep it up just a moment longer. We're gonna be getting our mobility because you will need it. Absolutely. Yeah, full body. We're doing everything. We're gonna be getting started with the lower body, so we wanna make sure that's all good to go. Thanks everyone for joining us. Yep. See the comments rolling in. Can't really respond to too many at the moment just because we're getting our mobility ready. We're gonna go right into the workout. And then of course, afterwards, when we're finished, we'll do about a 45-minute Q&A. So Get ready. Oh yeah. It's Saturday and it's time to get pumped. Oh yeah. This is full body, so nice warm up. We're just doing got some squats here, full body squats, just some mobility, open the hips up a bit. You can do some upper body mobility, do some pass-throughs, some pull aparts, anything to get you ready, get you limber, and get those muscles warmed up and waking up. Oh yeah. Do some jumping jacks, if I do them right. There we go. Get the blood flowing. Now some questions are asked while we're warming up, are asked, how many days a week is this performed? The reasoning behind all that. We usually just are doing our normal workout schedule during the week. And then today we're throwing this in for some added muscle activation, but also some added cardio as well. So it's an easy way to implement it in your already workout program if you're on one. Or if you actually want to perform this 3 days a week, that can be very doable as well. So needless to say, by the time Saturday rolls around, we've been doing our typical workouts all week long. We've been doing a combination of like our mobility band plan and barbells, dumbbells. We're feeling it pretty good. So this workout is kind of like that final cherry on top of the Buff Dude work week. Oh yeah. Oh. So we'll do let's say about 1 more minute of warming up, and then we're gonna get started on this HIIT cardio routine. And you don't need a chair. We're using a chair, but if you happen to find yourself somewhere where you don't have one, you can perform a lot of these exercises without it. Okay. But if you do have a chair, hell yeah. Get ready, because this is gonna be a good one. Ooh. Hey everyone, good to see you. Good seeing the comments coming in. Yep. We'll be taking a little time after this workout to do a Q&A. Probably not on Instagram though. We had a little bit of a hard time last time we tried that out because it kind of split our attention where one person was looking at Instagram, the other was looking at the computer that's on YouTube and live on YouTube and Facebook. So if you are on Instagram and then you want to kind of be a part of the Q&A, you might want to log into Facebook or YouTube after the workout for the Q&A. So thanks for all the comments, everyone. If you are working out alongside with us, get ready because we're just about to get started. And we did get a few good comments that our timer, our beeper is loud as hell. So we quieted that down a little bit this time. So you won't be waking up your neighbors, which is nice. Oh. It's always a little nervous. Getting right We're getting close. Prepare yourself. Don't forget the water. You're going to need that hydration. I think that's everything. Just need your body ready and a chair. Or if you don't have a chair, just the floor.
That's true. Because let's say for single leg Bulgarian jumping split squats, you could just do jumping split squats if you don't have a chair. So there's always that variation you can do if you don't have a chair.
All right. I think we're ready.
Who's ready? I see the heart's pumping in. Yeah. That's getting us pumped.
So we're going to get the timer going down. You're going to see it right there. There's a timer. Follow along using that thing. It's going to be 10 seconds, and then we're getting into it. So here we go, everyone. Saturday morning. Time to get buff.
Let's do it. Starting out with legs. It's a unilateral exercise. Single leg Bulgarian jumping split squats. The difficulty is quite a bit harder with the jumping aspect. You know, you're using your glute, your quad, a little bit in the hamstring, but you're also utilizing your calf too, because you have to kind of use plantar flexion to help you jump upwards. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, nice.
First set's down. We got 3 more sets of this exercise. We're going to be switching to the other leg because it is unilateral.
That's what I almost did the same one.
Sometimes the hard thing is remembering which leg you did it on prior. You'll know real fast though because they get worn out quickly.
Oh yeah. This will take a little bit of balance as well, as you'll notice, which is good. It really tests your stability in your leg and also your ankle as well. So
that's why you can see we're wearing shoes. Exactly. It makes it a little bit easier. It's a little hard to do it barefoot on this. Then you'll want to remember, speaking of losing out. Too much talking. Need to focus more on the workout.
Oh yeah, quads burning. And oh yeah, these short rest times, they really get those muscles fatigued and require a lot of oxygen.
Now it looks like me and Brandon are the inner workings of a machine.
Yeah, like pistons in an engine. Oh man. Oh yeah.
That was killer.
It was harder this time than last week.
I know, right? I don't know. I was thinking the same thing. I'm glad you're right there along with me.
So, LYTs. This is really working on the shoulder and really trying to target the rotator cuff muscles with the kind of the movement that you're performing is really going to help stabilize that shoulder joint. Whew, this is nice. Whew. Supraspinatus, infraspinatus, and the teres minor are the muscles that are being targeted in this movement.
And this is one of those exercises where usually on the first 2 sets, it's not feeling too bad, but those final 2 all of a sudden require quite a bit of effort.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, I just got not working leg. My legs are so burning. I know, damn quads. So we got 2 sets left with the LYTs. Then we're going to be moving on to the decline push-ups, which, wow.
Yeah, push-ups are always hard.
Gym was a little cold this morning. Snowed last night from where we are, but it's heating up. It's real fast in here.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, final set.
Sauna going on.
I know, right? Last set. Here we go. LYTs. We got this.
Yeah, the key is really keeping a good tempo on these. Try not to go too fast and really concentrate on utilizing those muscles to do the work. Good squeeze at the top. Yes.
Okay, here we go. Decline push-ups, which is going to be working the upper portion of the chest.
Yeah. I know the name is a little deceiving because usually A decline press is going to be working more the pectoralis major, and with the angle of the body, even if it's called a decline, it's actually mimicking the incline, and now targeting the clavicular portion of the pectoralis.
Does that make sense? It does make sense.
Yeah, it's starting me up.
One, go.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, we got a little quiet there. Yeah, sometimes you gotta concentrate on these.
Oh yeah.
Push-ups for me are always one of the harder exercises in this. You're just doing so many reps, and the rest times they're so low, my chest fatigues real quick. Oh, I couldn't do that.
Oh yeah. Oh man. You guys are hanging in there. You're doing a great job.
Wow, getting too hot.
Final set.
Here we go. Damn. I'm very happy those are done. That was rough.
That was crazy. Here we go. Mountain climbers.
Oh yeah.
No rest for the wicked.
Kind of like you're running in place. Really getting those knees high. Ooh, you can work the abdominals, work the lower back, help stabilize the spine, and of course, the cardiovascular.
Use up every second of that rest time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. We're hanging in there barely. Hope you are as well. This feels harder than it did last week, I won't lie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Grab that water.
Nice job, everyone.
Yeah.
Hope you guys are sticking in there. You're working out alongside us.
Woo. Final set. All right, done with that. Moving on to glute bridges.
Nice.
Nice little change of pace. Here we go. Synchronized hip thrust.
Working on the glutes through hip extension. Also, you'll feel it in your hamstrings as well, because the hamstrings are definitely a muscle that will also help with your hip extension.
Here we go. Set 2 of 4. And remember, of course, if you're having a hard time completing all 4 sets, there's no shame in just maybe doing 2, maybe doing 3 of each exercise, and then taking a slightly longer rest time. Hope you're all hanging in there. We're feeling it.
Yeah.
Saturday morning wake-up call.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Set 3 of 4. We're doing it.
3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah. Brent said, really feeling it in the glutes, but also in the hamstrings. We're on to our final set.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Next, we're going to be moving on to tricep dips. Here we go, final 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, the buff humpers are done. Now it's time to build some triceps. Here we go. So you're targeting the triceps through elbow extension, but you'll get a little work in your chest as well to help out with this movement. Oh, but you'll definitely feel the major burn and activation of the triceps for sure.
Yeah, so don't forget that water. And again, utilize all of those rest times.
We're saying that as much to ourselves as we are to you guys.
Definitely. A lot of times it's hard for me to get the water in time.
Oh yeah, it's burning. Oh, give me one more. Yeah, that's sometimes you have to know when to call it. And sometimes I gotta call it sooner because those triceps are burning.
Yeah. So we're halfway done. 2 more sets, which sounds a little crazy right now.
Yeah. 2 more sets? Oh, after this one, 1 more set, right?
Yeah, 1 more set after this.
Oh God. Right, those suckers are burning.
We're feeling that workout today. Yeah, hope you are as well. Seen a lot of comments on the screen. You guys got to be working out.
Yeah.
No time for typing.
Yeah, it's a funny thing. I had to skip one of these a couple weeks back because it was really heavy here. This was actually Hudson and his wife Olga that did it together, and I watched it. And it's funny when you just watch it; it looks a hell of a lot easier than when you actually do
That's
it.
for sure. So single leg pistol squats, as you can see, we're using the chair, tapping it, going back up into top position. Oh yeah, there we go. Whew. Switching to the other leg, again, it's unilateral, much like the Bulgarian split squats. These chairs are nice for your rest times. Get a nice little comfy seat to sit on and catch a breath. Quick shout out to IKEA. Yeah, they make some good chairs. Yeah. Now with the pistol squats, you're really going to be focusing on the glutes, the quads, but specifically the gluteus medius, which is going to help stabilize your hips. You know, when you're walking, gluteus medius is responsible for keeping your hips straight and aligned. And when you're walking on, you know, when you're kind of like getting your weight off of one leg into one leg. And so that's why these pistol squats are so good. They can really train that gluteus medius to help stabilize those hips. It would be very valuable for strengthening your hip section, but also sometimes taking away knee pain or your ankle pain or lower back pain. These are a great physical therapy exercise for low rest. Yeah, we got 1 set left. Here we go. Doing great, everyone. Then we're going to be moving on to side planks. Oh yeah, there we go. Side planks. Wrapped up with the pistol squats.
Make sure we get the
Time for some, I know, right in here. Don't want to bump into each other here.
Oh, now
Brandon's doing it,
I didn't know.
actually, more the correct way.
Oh.
He's just showing you 2 different variations based upon where you're at as far as fatigue. I'm going to be switching so that my feet goes on the chair during my next set. Okay, there we go. Oh. Okay. Here we go. You can see I utilized all of that rest time because I'm needing it. And I'm blocking Brandon's shot a little bit. Being a little bit of a camera hog at the moment.
These ones are hard to get on camera.
That's true.
A little awkward.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, so thankfully, already halfway done with the side planks. Yeah, do it. And next, I believe, is arguably the hardest exercise of our workout. It's going to be the pike push-ups, focusing on the shoulders. So,
What's the pike push-ups thing, right?
The pike push-ups, correct? Yes.
1.
Final set of the planks. Everyone, you're kicking ass. You're doing a great job. Here we go. Doesn't look too hard, just to hold, but how it feels is a whole different matter. 3, 2, 1, rest. We are on to the pike push-ups. Here we go. Do it on your feet and do it on your knees. I'm going to be choosing to do it on my knees.
Guys, really mimicking a shoulder press, as you can see. Range of motion is a little shorter because you're just bringing your head down to the floor. You don't obviously bash the top of your head, but and that's why you want to go nice, slow, controlled movement where the top of your head just barely touches the floor, maybe elevates a little higher than it. And pushing through the shoulders, do a lot of deltoid activation and traps as well. Little like Atlas, a reverse Atlas, trying to keep that world from crumbling down.
3, 2, 1.
There we go. Oh, that was awkward getting out of that. So I was going to say, hardest part is getting up and down off this chair. Halfway, 2 sets left.
Nice. Almost there. One more set of this. Then we got some calves and boom.
Yeah. And for those of you who maybe worked shoulders yesterday, we apologize.
Yeah.
Final exercise. I think my hair says it all. I'm a mess. Okay, another unilateral exercise. We'll be doing 1 calf, then moving on to the next. Slow and controlled. You don't want to bounce. Bring it up to the top position, squeeze, then slowly bring it back down. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, what really helps with these for me is that keeping tension in the calves. Bring the heel down just about 1 inch above the ground and immediately going back to that fully contracted position, top position, really squeezing.
So we switch on our other calf, giving our first one a breather. Then as soon as this set's done, we'll be going back to our original side.
Okay, nice. This is a little bit of the cool down.
It is,
Although it's still difficult, all the major movements and hard ones are done.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Set number 3 of 4. Doing great. If you've been following along with us the whole time, we are almost to the end of our Saturday journey. And I don't know about you out there. I'm not sure if maybe it's just because I had a longer week, but I've got to say this is the hardest HIIT routine we've done to this date.
Yeah. Here we go, last one. There we go. Gotta work the calves. Can't forget about them.
No. We're down to our final 10 seconds. Here we go, keep going.
Let's go. This is like the New Year's countdown. 3, 2, 1. Yeah!
Happy
Buff
year.
Nice.
We did it!
Good job, everyone.
You did it too, hell yeah.
Hope everyone had a good workout. No, we did.
God,
I'm going to say adios to Instagram for the live workout. I'm going to say.
Oh yeah. Great job, everybody. Hell yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do want to see the Q&A, head over to either Buff Dudes Workouts YouTube or Facebook to participate in the Q&A. But for now, we're logging off on Instagram. Thanks guys for joining. Stay buff.
Oh, John from YouTube says I blacked out. What happened? Well, I don't know. If you blacked out while you were working out, you just finished an amazing HIIT workout. Damn. I look like I was just hit in the face with a grenade. That's about how I feel right now. We are done, for those of you who are asking. Hope you're able to follow along with us. Here we go. Lou from Facebook says, wow, your muscles are bulging. They better be. They feel like they're bulging. They feel like they're ready to explode. Jared from Facebook. Yeah, this is one of my favorite teams. Thank you. Hell yeah, Jared.
Nice. Marmot from YouTube, a lot buffer than I thought. I don't know if you mean the workout or us, but either one.
Thank you. Yeah. Jeremy from YouTube, for real, toughest one yet. I agree, Jeremy.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, I don't know what happened today.
I know.
I'm messed up.
I feel like it's one of those days, I'm sure you guys feel this too, where you can be on a workout program and you can go in and be consistent with it, but one week can feel very different from the other. You might feel a little fatigued, you might feel a little weaker, and sometimes that gets you down. You're like, well, shit, I'm doing all this work, I'm not really getting, progressing, but hey, it happens sometimes. Whatever kind of variables take place, maybe you don't get enough sleep, maybe you eat a little less, but it's just sticking with it. That's gonna really push through those barriers. So yeah.
Patrick from Facebook says he's in the Philippines. It's 1:30 a.m., but he'll do it once he gets up. Hell yeah, Patrick.
Nice.
Good luck.
Michael from Facebook. Phew, that was crazy. Hell yeah. I'm so glad so many people joined us, and yeah, then you think exactly the way we do.
Definitely. Aga from YouTube. Yeah. Hi, Aga. Said me and Mickey did this.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
John from YouTube says also got my bands this week.
Nice.
That thick orange one though.
I know. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks for ordering. And that orange one is awesome. Yeah, it's good for squats. It's really going to help push yourself. But yeah, it's very nice to have a wide variety of resistances and bands. So
Christy from Facebook says, "Dang, that was legit." Glad you felt that way, Christy. We definitely did.
Absolutely. Gav from YouTube, receive my bands this week. Stay buff.
Yeah.
I know those bands went quick. They're sold out, but we're gonna get some new ones in soon. So if you guys haven't got yours yet, stay tuned for that because they're gonna be coming back.
And if I got your name right, Gil Herme from YouTube says, me and my wife Vanessa did the workout. Greetings from Brazil.
Nice.
Hey,
Brazil.
Hi to both of you.
Oh, yeah. Zombie from YouTube, can't wait to get my bands. Nice.
Yeah. And Carlos from YouTube, me and my wife just finished this and can't breathe.
Yeah.
Loved it and all the content. Yaps up. Hell yeah.
Absolutely. Real Ruler from YouTube says, I wish I could work out with you. Have tennis elbows so bad I can barely move my arm. Yeah, that happens, and that's hard. I think we both actually had that problem in the past, and it really is just rest. You want to rest. You want to make sure you're not pushing yourself too hard, and eventually it will repair, and you'll be able to work out again. But so we're with you.
Cody from Facebook says, hey, dudes, first time following along. Super slick workout. Thanks, Cody.
Nice.
Glad you could follow us.
Oh, yeah. Hazik from YouTube says, what are the bands everyone's talking about? Well, we just came out with a band-only program, and we actually started selling our own resistance bands as well. So that way people can not only have the program, but have bands to go along with it. It even has that sweet Buff Dude logo.
Oh, yeah.
So this is one of them, but it comes in a pack
Of 5.
different resistances of 5 total. So from lightest to very heavy Buff Dude resistance.
And Reed from YouTube says, finally caught this on time. These are great. Gym clothes still here, so this is something. Hell yeah.
Absolutely. And that's one of the reasons why we do it, not only for extra motivation, but because we know a lot of people are stuck at home still.
And Salad Bar from Facebook says, just missed it. What's the routine? Well, Salad Bar, I will post a Facebook story of this so you can check it out. In fact, I think Brandon will answer a few questions. I'm going to take this and upload it to our Facebook right now.
Andy from YouTube ate a lot better breakfast than last week and felt a lot better during the workout today. Thanks for always challenging us. Andy, that's great. And you definitely need a good, healthy breakfast. Maybe not too soon before doing something like this because you don't want to get queasy, but I'm glad that you felt a lot better this week. That's always awesome. And Patrick, I'm starting phase 4, Patrick from YouTube, excuse me. I'm starting phase 4 of your dumbbell only program next week. Love the program so far, guys. Well, thank you, Patrick, and that's awesome. Really love that dumbbell only program. And we're starting to talk about doing, an updated version, a new version, but also maybe a barbell only program as well, just to have, a lot of variety for everyone. So Gabriel from Facebook, this is almost as hard as Zercher squats, but it feels good. Thanks. Yeah, those Zercher squats can be difficult. It can be awkward, but it's always nice challenging yourself in new movements. For me, I love the Zercher squat, but yeah, it's definitely tough. Honey from Facebook, when can we get more food videos? Super fan. That is definitely in the works. It's really hard to juggle with our schedule now to come out with new food videos all the time, but we're definitely trying to work on that. And we're also in the midst trying to work on a recipe book as well. Oh, Stefan from YouTube. Nice. Thanks for the donation. Thanks for the great workout. Amazing way to stay motivated. I hope the bands will be available internationally soon. Yeah, Stefan, I know we do too. And unfortunately, the international shipping is just so expensive. We just feel horrible that anyone would have to pay that price. So yeah, we're really hoping to do something about it soon.
And
we're getting catching up. I got really
right?
behind there.
Someone asked, do we sell our t-shirts? And yes, we do.
Yeah.
www.buffdudes.us.
Oh yeah. Some size and getting. I was just Marmot from YouTube. Brandon, what of your plans should I start for losing some size and getting more definition? Well, Marmot, we actually have a cutting program on buffdudes.us that you could purchase, and its main goal is to really try to focus on losing weight and getting that nice buff dude ripped body.
Hoodie from YouTube says, just got up in time for this workout. Hell yeah, Hoodie.
Nice.
And a Zombie Bear from YouTube says, recipe book. That's what we're working on. So look for it this Christmas.
Yep.
That's our big goal.
Definitely. Luke from Facebook, what range of weights do you have to have for the dumbbell only program? Luke, it kind of depends on you. It would be nice to have, obviously a little bit lighter where you can do high repetitions and smaller movements, maybe isolations. It may be a little bit heavier, but honestly, if you can get your hands on an adjustable dumbbell set, I've seen some kind of going around, which look pretty sweet. That would be probably the best, but at least maybe like a 10 to 20 pounder and maybe even up to 50 pounds, depending on your strength level. So having a little bit of a lighter one and a little bit of a heavier one.
And real quick, there was a question asking, oh, and there the sign went. There was a quick question asking about the sign, and then the sign wanted to join in on the conversation. Yeah. But so I posted the photo on our Facebook story of this week's workout, if you want to follow along a little later, as Brandon's fixing this sign. Obviously, I didn't do a very good job of putting it back. Let me see if I got your name right. Apologize if I didn't. Frederick from YouTube. I'm a huge fan from Iceland, and I use the bulking program, and it worked perfectly. Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Jesper from YouTube. Ever thought about trying We Tried Vegan for a week? Greetings from Denmark. We actually did do that. Did vegan for a month. So if you haven't seen it yet, check it out on our YouTube channel.
And let me see. Wasfi from Facebook says, I'm considering a bulking book. My problem is I don't want to lose my 4-pack during bulk. So what do you recommend?
I would take it slow.
Yeah, exactly. That's I think when you begin to bulk, a lot of times you get very excited because you feel that all food is on the menu. And I think that's a big mistake when bulking. It's something that I've made many times.
Me too.
Yeah, is that you want to very slowly increase the amount of calories you're having every single week, as Brandon said.
I always wanted to see, the scale to me was telling everything. Like 220, 230, 240, like every time it went up, I was like, okay, I'm getting better. But not necessarily, that's not going to all be muscle. So you have to, You just have to have a lot of patience if you want to stay a little bit more defined while gaining muscle. It's going to take a lot longer.
And Christopher from Facebook says, you guys have been major motivation for me. I might try the bulking book. Well, thank you, Christopher. And if you do, then best of luck.
Hell yeah. Just reading up on some of the comments.
I'll answer one real quick.
Oh,
Jacob from Facebook, do you guys use any supplements? I mean, not really now. I think in our 20s, definitely, because you're thinking maybe they'll give you that edge as far as like a pre-workout or things of that nature. I mean, for me, usually caffeine is a definite supplement. Of course, protein I'll have after workouts. I would say those are my two biggest ones for sure, is the caffeine and protein.
Absolutely. Yeah. And Mr. C's from YouTube, I'm 64, old power lifter. Had to cut out a set here and there, but we'll build up to it. That was an amazing routine today. Thank you, C's. Thank you very much. And that is awesome to hear that you're still at it and you're still kicking ass.
It's about our dad's age. So that means we need to get him in here. If you're doing it, Mr. C's, then our dad doesn't have an excuse for not doing it.
Absolutely. And Jesper said he meant vegetarian, not vegan. It's pretty close. That would be, but vegetarian is definitely a new one. We haven't done that yet.
Yeah. Jack from YouTube, do you use creatine? We have in the past, yeah. They used to have these little creatine chewables that we loved because it was like, you know what I mean? I guess it was a little psychological. You thought you were satisfying your sweet tooth and you're getting the creatine in, but
absolutely
love those things.
Yeah.
Tay from Facebook, hi from Thailand.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Christopher from Facebook, nice to have a cup of black coffee during my lifts in the damn cold shed. I work out up in North Idaho. Yeah, that can be very cold up there, and that hot coffee can do a lot. So yeah, definitely need that every once in a while. It gets pretty cold here too, so yeah, having that hot coffee is nice. I had some on the way over here.
And Hani from Facebook says, any bulking books? We do have a bulking book. Marmot the Great, apologize, from YouTube. Please give huge thanks to the Great Duke, did the power rack and the bench. That's amazing. Yeah. We'll let him know.
Yeah, Facebook's like, what's for dinner? Well, pizza was last night for me. That was that kind of like every Friday is like pizza night.
Us too.
Yeah, oh, really? Okay, yeah. I think for the whole family, it's pizza night, which is it feels good after a long week having all that. And then of course, waking up and doing this workout, you feel even better because you're like, nice. At least I'm using those calories.
And then all of a sudden you're thinking, maybe I shouldn't have had that much pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
Ya from Facebook, exercise teachers. Yeah, thank you, Ya.
Yeah, thank you.
And if we do miss your comment, we do apologize. There's quite a few coming in.
Yeah, Luke from Facebook, thank you guys. Learn a lot from you guys. Is there anything you can suggest to getting size and cut at the same time? Cheers, you guys are awesome. That's tricky, you know, like a lot goes into it. And of course, there's kind of like a phrase going around like recomp now, where you're kind of changing the composition of your body. And again, it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take longer than if you would just go on just a bulk to gain size or a cut just to lose a bunch of weight. You're going to have to really change a lot and really track everything. And it could take years. So yeah, that's what makes it difficult, because a lot of people will fall off the bandwagon before they really see a lot of those results. So
John Nicholas from Facebook says, Friday is pizza night here in Germany.
Hell yeah, pizza and beer.
Nice. You like where your head's at, John.
Yeah.
Let me see. Just catching up on some comments right now. Hoodie from YouTube says, any plans for the spring weather? Cardio. We're going to try to make that goal of the running a 6-minute mile. We just got to wait until, you know, it's a little warmer outside.
Absolutely. Thomas from YouTube, is it bad to lift in temperatures around 0 Fahrenheit? I'm lifting in a tool shed in Sweden. Cheers. Great vids. It's not bad. And actually, that makes you even cooler if you're lifting that kind of cold weather. Just stay warm. And as soon as you start lifting those weights, the body will naturally warm up and probably burn more calories anyway. So
your buff meter has increased by like 3,000 points.
Sounds like you're a true Viking for doing that.
Exactly. I can imagine you kind of like in the Bane vest. You know, with like the mask and the I'm getting a good visual right now.
Oh yeah,
so you just keep at it.
People adopted the cold. I was born in it.
Exactly. Peter from Facebook says, just found you guys this week. Love the content. Stay buff. Thank you very much, Peter.
Yeah.
I'm glad you found it.
John from YouTube, hey, any tips for skinny fat teenagers? It's probably gonna be cleaning up how you eat.
Yeah.
And really tracking how you lift. Maybe jumping on like a 5x5 full body, really trying to lift heavy, you know, going those incremental weights every week and really concentrate on that progressive overload. And then really just being strict with how you eat and tracking that as well and just keeping it up.
And I felt like I was kind of in your boat too. So I mean, we released a video not too long ago. It's called "It Took Me 21 Years to Find My Perfect Routine." Here's what it is. It's on our Buff Dudes channel on YouTube. You should check it out because I was kind of in the same boat as you as a teenager in early 20s.
Definitely. Try to lose weight and keep it off. Erica, excuse me, from YouTube. What should I do to lose weight and keep it off for teenagers? Well, it is going to be one, consistent, but two, you have to kind of find what works for you, what kind of foods you like, but also what kind of calorie ranges are going to work best for you and macronutrient percentages. So it's going to take a little time. What you want to do is not go too low in your calories, not think the less calories you do, the more you're going to get cut and look better. Sometimes it actually has the opposite effect. So don't get too strict on your calories, but slowly make changes throughout each week. And again, stay consistent with it. Track things because that's really going to show you what works and what doesn't work, and then really hit hard in the gym. But again, it's gonna take that patience, and it's gonna take being in it for the long haul for sure. It's a lifestyle, not just a quick thing.
And looks like a comment for you, Brandon Jesper from YouTube.
Oh yeah, what's in the shake? Actually, it's BCAAs. Yeah, I actually like having them during my workouts, kind of like a intra workout, as they call it. It tastes good. It's something other than water, and yeah.
And Geeks from YouTube, hi from Romania, stay
Nice.
buff. Hi Geeks.
Hello.
And also Richard from Facebook, live watching at the Philippines. Shout out. Hey Richard.
Hey Richard.
Shout out.
Mohammed from YouTube, do you do any isometric training? Not so much. I mean, we implement some movements in there, not really movements, but holds like that, planks, of course. We've done some isometric curls, things like that. So every once in a while we will for sure, but we don't do like specific isometric training, but it is absolutely, it can be very good, especially for building strength.
YouTube, NB says, say hi NB. Hi NB.
Hi, Andy.
Also I saw a comment, let me see really quick. Jacob from Facebook, have you guys done any videos on focusing on the belly? Trying to lose my belly. Been doing planks and push-ups. For me at least, a lot of it is due to your diet. I mean, and it can be very frustrating because if you're just focusing on the workouts and you're not maybe as concentrating on the foods. For me, a game changer was focusing just as much on the food as the workouts. And then also doing alternatives. Brandon mentioned a little bit, it can be what you enjoy eating.
Mm-hmm.
I just find alternatives to what I like. So like, for instance, pizza. Last night, we just had some cauliflower crust pizza. It's those little things, those little changes you make in your diet. So you're still satisfied, but then you're also seeing results. So it's kind of win-win.
Yeah, absolutely. There was kind of longer comments up here. Just going to check them out. I think hopefully
We're just catching up.
Yeah,
on some.
sorry.
Yeah.
Where was it? I saw what's the best way to recover from Dawn. Okay. So Asman from YouTube says, yo, Buff Dudes, the best way to recover from Dawns besides stretching, especially leg muscles, help a buff dude out. Oh yeah. The DOMs and the legs can be pretty crippling at times, especially after a good workout. So Epsom salt baths can work very well. And sometimes it's just taking it easy. Stretching can, it can be okay, but if they're really tight, it's just really going to hurt. It's not necessarily going to do that much, but you can also roll it out on a foam roller. That might help relieve a little bit of the tightness in there. But yeah, it's just kind of taking it easy for a while.
And Chris from YouTube says, I miss this. I would love to do this every morning with you guys, make it an ongoing thing. We are, Chris. So every Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific time, we'll be here. This is about, I think, the 6th week we've done it?
Yeah,
maybe 6 or 7.
I believe so.
Yeah, so we plan on doing it all through 2021. So join us every Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific time.
Yeah, definitely. Jake from YouTube says, do you guys have any lingering injuries? A little bit for me. I've gone through quite a few different injuries in the past, lower back, knee, but they'll tend to get better, especially if you just take it easy, making sure that they're not too serious. But shoulder, my left shoulder bothers me from time to time, but I think it's just from all the years of lifting, and it could just be some inflammation in some of the tendons that happen. So you just have to be careful. You have to do a lot of warm-ups. So if you do have any injuries, make sure you warm up really good. That's why we do a lot of mobility, and we're huge advocates of that, and also doing like warm-up sets and stuff. So yeah, always take it light at first and feel it out.
Saw a great comment from Joshy on YouTube. Has this channel brought your family even closer? Much love from Cali. It has, Joshy, because as you might see, we do a lot of stuff together now.
Yeah.
So we have to be brought together and close, because if not, there'd be a lot of bickering. And thankfully, there's not much of that. So yes, is very happy to say this channel has brought us closer together.
Absolutely. Curtis from YouTube, how much red meat do you include in your diet, and what are your thoughts on bison meat? I feel like we have a pretty decent amount. We don't go overboard. We have a pretty good variety of different meats, and bison meat's delicious. I mean, it really is. So,
yeah. Seen a comment a few times. Should answer it really quick. It's kind of a riddle of the ages from Daniel on YouTube. If cheese has holes in it, more cheese means more holes, but more holes means less cheese, so more cheese means less cheese, right? I guess that would apply to Swiss cheese.
see, not all cheese.
Sorry, Daniel. It's not going to work with cheddar cheese.
No.
So
that cheddar cheese is solid.
The
Big
riddle
solid
is
type.
answered, and we can pass the bridge.
There you go.
Let me see, Nicola from YouTube. Do you drink alcohol, wine, and beers, or is that forbidden for a buff dude? It's not forbidden, Nicola, not at all. We're just big fans of moderation. Yeah. So you may notice, I mean, a lot of people give, especially I know American beer bad time. They say it tastes like water, but we are actually big fans of light American beer. Not just American, Mexican too, big fans of Mexican beer.
Yeah.
Just because it is a little lighter and refreshing. And so it doesn't feel like it hits us quite as hard.
Dave from Facebook, hi from Indiana. My daughter and I did the workout today. Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Love hearing that.
Saw a comment saying they haven't seen Duke as much, and also from Alexi on Facebook as well, saying next time bring back Mr. Wayne, Duke Wayne. We will.
Yeah.
He'll come back very soon.
I know.
He's
We
in
keep
the middle,
saying that.
I know. He's in the middle of a big project right now.
That's
He's
true.
actually restoring a small trailer, 1957 travel trailer. So that's going to be pretty exciting.
Yeah, Bad from YouTube. Any tips on for someone with a bad lower back, but who still love to keep doing squats and deadlifts? You know, it depends on the severity of your lower back and what the injury is. Obviously, if it's a herniated disc, anything like that, that's really gonna always be there. You probably want to avoid a lot of those type of movements. You have to be very careful. But if it's just kind of a lack of strength in your lower back, there's ways to develop it. And of course, squats and deadlifts can help build your lower back strength. So it just kind of depends. It depends on your injury or you know, the problem with your lower back.
And Jean Nicholas from Facebook says, love the Bud Light Lime since my vacation in Florida.
Yeah, that is good.
That should be taken as a really big compliment because you're from Germany, and Germany has some pretty fine beers.
That's
So,
true.
but if you want the light beers, I guess you come to America.
Absolutely. Vince from YouTube, what are your guys' body goals for this 2021 for this year?
That's a great comment.
I'm slowly putting on size. I'm just about 235 now every morning. And I'm happy with that. I'm really trying to increase the intensity in my workouts, really trying to get back to those supersets. But, you know, it's kind of hard because we're doing this, we're doing the band program. You know, our workouts are kind of all over the place sometimes. So to get in a really stable program can be difficult at times, but I'm feeling good.
Yeah, definitely. Me too. I would say the exact thing, trying to slowly put on just a little bit of size throughout the year and just keep that up. Those slow calorie implements like we were mentioning earlier. So we're not just blasting our body with calories and then maybe putting on some unnecessary weight.
Yeah.
Real Ruler 2112. I saw two comments from you, Real Ruler. Good to see you again on YouTube. One was, do you brew your own mead? And also, how tall are you? We don't brew our own mead. Of course, our dad is. He does. He does everything.
I know.
And I am 6'1", and Brennan is 6'2". I've had to taste that mead. That mead was good.
I mean, we had some mead in the Viking video that we did that was pre-made, and that was really delicious. A little sweeter, but yeah, our dad's mead, he does less honey, and it's pretty awesome. Yeah, for sure. It's cool that you can do that.
Definitely. Hoodie from YouTube says, what about beard and hair goals for the season? Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of missing when I had that super insanely long ZZ Top beard, so maybe it'll come back. I don't know. It's all about my wife.
I was going to say, I always feel like we want to do it, and then it gets to a point where we end up shaving it for like a video.
That's
or
true.
Maybe like, just significant others are like, getting a little tired of it. I see all these food flakes in it, and it looks like you look like homeless.
Yeah, it gets to that point.
Daniel from YouTube, would you guys consider competing again? Probably not. There's just so much work that goes behind that. So much time. It's so time consuming. I mean, I love the idea of it. It really drives you. You know, we've said in the past, if you have a certain goal that you're kind of working for, either a photo shoot, a competition, whatever it is, vacation, that can really kind of motivate you to push harder, because then you're like, this is that's the end game right there. So yeah, I think it can be very valuable for sure to have a goal like that, but I don't think we'll be competing.
And saw a great comment from Steven on Facebook. Do you have any problems associated with working out, back problems, neck problems, etc.? If so, what things do you do to treat that pain or things to prevent it? Steven, near the end of last year, as Brandon mentioned earlier, a lot of times we do more than just our workouts because we're shooting videos for Buff Dudes. We're doing, our plans alongside, just all kinds of crazy stuff. So we did like this Rocky IV montage, then we did a strongest man competition, then we were doing our superhero plan, and I just pushed myself way too hard. I was feeling a lot of pain in my arm. I felt like maybe even my tennis elbow was coming back. I had to take a break. So I basically took almost all of December off, and I needed that rest big time because I feel better than ever. So sometimes you just got to take a little bit of an extended break.
You got the OTS. He's got the OTS.
I
overtraining syndrome.
I did. Yeah.
It hits you physically and mentally too sometimes. Sometimes it's not just physically. Sometimes it's just, you kind of need a break.
Yeah.
And I think that can do that. I remember kind of hitting that during the bulking phase too. When we were doing the bulking videos, man, my body felt like it was pretty rough. Lower back and neck. I would always wake up with like a bad neck pain. I was like, is it the pillow or something? I think it was just all those big, really heavy lifts.
It was. Lifting Matt from YouTube says, the real question, what's Buff Duke doing right now? He's working on a small trailer, so look for that soon. It's going to be for his DIY video. He's restoring a trailer he found in a barn. It was rat infested, and he's doing a complete just redo. So it's going to be pretty sweet.
Elias from YouTube, are kettlebells a must? I don't know if you would say they're a must. You don't have to have them to get a good workout, but they're definitely very valuable. And if you can get your hands on some, then that would be very recommended. For sure.
And John from YouTube says, is that if it fits your macros a good diet? I know you did a video on it, but do you recommend? I do recommend it. I enjoy it with an asterisk.
Exactly. I was going to say, some people use it for the excuse of having any kind of food they want. Kind of, I don't know, Snickers or Twinkies. Oh, well, it fits my macros because it has this many carbs. But I feel like some people forget there is a difference for sure. You have to watch the sugar content, because sugar is a carbohydrate, but then there's also other types of carbohydrates. There's more fibrous carbohydrates, so you just have to be cautious.
And I'm going to answer a question that's about to totally expose our nerd card.
Oh, no.
Grampkin from YouTube says, what class did you run in WoW? Okay. We're going to be going down the rabbit hole. Well, I have to say something that we're very proud of. We won the first World of Warcraft contest competition. Brandon sculpted and designed an orc. Like
the whole face and stuff. Yeah.
A costume.
And overnight. Because we have to do this.
Yeah.
Like, there's a competition. We got to do it. So, doing this real quick. Cast it, paint it. I stayed up all night.
He was actually up all night. I finally had to clock out about midnight. I'm like, I'm sorry, Brandon. I got to go to bed. We're not going to win this competition. And I woke up the next morning at about 7 a.m. and Brandon was still outside painting the orc.
Like, I'm winning this damn competition.
Yeah. So 2004 was the year. We were still maybe teenagers, maybe I know you definitely
17,
were.
18,
Yeah.
something like that.
So we won.
It was definitely
I
was around 17. You're probably around like 18. 19.
And so we won the competition. We got it, and they gave us the WoW Collector's Edition. It was
They gave us two, but they
sent the other one to our grandma, and our grandma didn't know what it was, so she's like, "Send it back." So she sent it back to Blizzard. So the Blizzard was probably like, "What? Wow, they're ungrateful." But awesome. To answer your question, that was it. And I was a orc shaman.
Yeah. And I was an orc warrior.
Yeah.
But I was like tank. And
I
actually my name was Tank.
It was.
And people were shocked. Like, how the hell did you get that name?
Because we won the damn collector's edition.
The first guys
back in 2004.
There was only a few people online at that time.
Yeah.
I mean, we were like some of the only guys. So
and but we quit very shortly after because we realized there was that maybe addictive nature. So absolutely. Yeah. Nerd story over.
Yeah. LTs from YouTube.
Yeah. Thanks for the donation. That's amazing.
Just want to say thanks for all the great content. Thanks to you all, including Buff Wives, Girlfriends, and Buff Duke, and Buff Grandma.
That's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, that always, we really appreciate that.
Definitely. Geeks from YouTube, do you play any other video games now?
We actually just last night.
Yeah.
We were playing Gears 5.
We're Gears 5 guys.
Horde mode and Hive mode.
It's the only game with buff dudes. Actually, they're too buff.
I was going to say.
Marcus is like this big in the game.
I don't know. We didn't play Gears of War 1. We really jumped on it on Gears of War 2. And we got super addicted to that one and played all the way through. I love that game because it's co-op.
Yeah.
Not a lot of games.
It's one of the few.
That.
Yeah, totally.
I know, which is cool.
Me and my wife play on our Xbox, and then Brandon and Michaela play on theirs.
So
Dom.
Marcus. Nice.
Okay, sorry about that. we'll get back to fitness.
What questions?
We got way off topic there for a second.
C from YouTube, I'm cutting and not eating bread or flour in any form. Is that a good idea? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, totally. I've noticed a little bit, you know, if I definitely for me with wheat and carbs, if I have too much, I just crash, man. So cutting a little bit of that wheat out of my diet has helped big time.
Yeah. Stevie from YouTube, get a PS5. I've been actually wanting one for a long time. They have a lot of good content on their platform too. It's just, it can get expensive.
It can. That's what I was about to say. And Masada from YouTube says, you guys have dabbled in broader lifestyle videos, stuff like confidence and beard, I believe it says. Any chance of that coming up? We would love to, Masada. Definitely. I think sometimes
those can hit and miss, right?
Well, and also it's just a big time commitment because it does take a while to say you put it together. But we would love to do some in the future to answer your question. Aga from YouTube says, I just missed it. Did you say something? You missed our whole nerd rant. You did. It went on a long time. We had to finally put it down.
Someone said back to video games combos, so some people like it.
That is nice. That is nice.
So let's see one. Ricardo, what muscle groups are kettlebells used for? Everything. It's an amazing tool to really hit the full body. You can do really anything with them. And we should actually do a kettlebell hit. That would be pretty
That would be cool.
Because you can do kettlebell, dumbbell. I mean, you can do, but kettlebells are, and also we've kind of dabbled in wanting to come out with a kettlebell only program as well. So,
and I think we'll also do mobility band hit.
That too. That's probably sooner than the kettlebell.
Yeah.
Because obviously that's.
Arvid from YouTube. Good to see you, Arvid. Hope all is well. We used a little bit of your donation for some ice cold Corona premieres last night. So thank you.
Daniel from YouTube. What do you guys think about direct neck training? I don't think you have to do that. That's pretty specific. Not to say it's you can't do that. A lot of specific kind of sports will really need some more powerful necks, especially like wrestling when they do the bridges and stuff. But you can train your neck without doing those kind of movements because they can be a little tricky and a little dangerous at times.
Bonin from YouTube, great question. Asks, how often do you guys utilize supersets? Quite often. Yeah, we are. I would say probably. Big fan of supersets. Anytime I can utilize them, I'm putting them in there.
Yeah, stay-at-home dad from YouTube. Have you ever tried the iron neck? I think that's the one that's the strap with the chain and you're kind of like this. Our dad bought one. We actually, I think if that's the same one, we have one at the other gym. And I've tried it and I actually really like it.
We're going to be using it soon too, in fact, because if you've seen some of our others, like Can We Survive the Batman workout, Can We Survive the Rocky IV, we're going to be doing Can We Survive the Creed 2 workout. And Michael B. Jordan uses a neck strengthener in the video, so we're going to be
there. You go.
A shot.
Yeah, so you'll see it in action.
Look for it soon.
Yeah.
And a lot of comments here, so we apologize if we haven't been able to answer one of yours.
Scrolling back a little bit to catch up.
Roger from YouTube says, I saved up for a $5,000 PC. I regret nothing.
Yeah.
Watching your fitness videos in 4K.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Roger.
You're probably thankful now more than ever because there's nothing really else to do.
Exactly. Thank God I got my PC.
I know. What kind of, let's see, it's maybe going to touch on this. What kind of progressive overload do you recommend with the 5x5? It's going to be weight. You're going to be trying to make small increases in your weight each week. So you really do have to track that, even if it's just you're putting a 2.5 pound plate on each side, depending on the lift. Really it's just those small movements, and you're really trying to hit fatigue on those last couple sets. So only reaching maybe 4 repetitions, not 5. If you're hitting all 5 reps on all sets, you need to go up in weight. Once you hit that, you go up in weight, and then you're trying to hit that fatigue point in each lift, so that way the body's forced to progress and forced to adapt.
And Blood Digger from YouTube. Hello, Buff Dudes. Hope you're all are well. Do you have any tips on sleep? I've been lacking a lot of it. That can vary so much from person to person. I got to say, for me, don't really stimulate yourself too much.
TV, phone.
Yeah.
No caffeine. Make sure you're not having caffeine because that can.
Even after like 2 p.m. for me, if I have caffeine, it can mess me up.
The half-life on that's pretty long.
Yeah. So, what I recommend, if you can, because I know everyone's schedule is different if you work a certain job or go to school, but if you can just get up early, get the workout over right away, and then what I do, I'll get into bed as early as I can. I just read, because reading is such a natural way to slowly kind of lull me to sleep. So that'd be my recommendation.
Michael from Facebook. Hey guys, I can't get my biceps to grow. I do all the exercises, compound and iso, but they won't grow. My triceps are huge. What can I do? That can be difficult. You know, some can be part genetics, but others can just be, you might have to try to change your training style and implement different movements. You know, I remember I was training a client and he always, whenever he's done curl, he only felt in his forearms. That's it. Like his forearms would get super pumped, they'd fatigue, and he'd never feel his biceps. So we have to find a way of basically taking out his forearms in the movement and really concentrate on the biceps. We actually ended up getting a strap where he didn't have to grip anything and it was attached to a cable and he'd just do curls that way. So it was almost kind of like those ankle straps, or even just like those drag curls, things like that, where just try to take a lot of the weight off your forearms and really try to pinpoint the biceps as much as you can and really stick with the movements that you can actually really feel it in the biceps.
And a lot of great comments. Kostas from Facebook says, hello from Greece. I am still laughing with the gym wildlife video. Thank you, Kostas. Appreciate it. Falzen from YouTube. Thanks, guys, for providing such great buff knowledge with entertainment. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sergio from YouTube. Hi, Buff Dudes. I really want to thank you for all the information and support you've given me, even though I've never met you. 5 years ago, you got me in the gym, and I haven't skipped a day since. And now,
Nice.
whoa, that's amazing.
That's really important. That goes to show that consistency is so important. So yeah, that's awesome.
Jaw from Facebook. Holy shit, you guys bulking. Yeah. We're trying to.
Yeah.
I'm as big as I've been for a while, 222. And then of
Nice.
course every time I get bigger, Brandon gets bigger.
Exactly.
So I've never
It's a
really-
race.
I'm gonna have to just go away in a mountain cave for like 6 years and come back like 260. And then he'll be 300.
Yeah, right. I'll be like Marcus.
Yeah, exactly.
From Gears.
You will have become the Gears of War character.
Yeah. Brandon from YouTube. Your training was missing a little Metallica in the background. Keep up the good work. Yeah.
That is true. It is hard doing these sometimes when there's no music, so it'd be pretty
Yeah.
motivating.
That's why we say, hey, if you can put on music at home, you should definitely do that because it can be very, very motivating.
And I got to answer this question from AJ's thoughts on movies on YouTube. He says, need more superhero actor workouts.
Oh,
We
yeah,
wanted
I
them
know.
as well, but with COVID, everything's been locked down. But I was actually going to talk to Brendan about this later today. The Rock is sharing all of his workouts on his Instagram
thought I
for
saw
Black Adam.
Yeah.
Which I think is amazing
That's
that
cool.
he has that transparency. So I think me and Brandon will be doing that. Look for that very soon.
Yeah. Get our review
Yeah.
on it. Do it. See how it feels.
Yeah, I love kind of his thought process when it goes to working out. It's just old school, and he seems to really kind of be in line with where me and Brandon are at. You know, a lot of supersets,
Oh, yeah.
just getting in there and kicking ass, really, which is
It can be important. Yeah. Not
Very-
getting too caught up in all the,
he doesn't
The
seem
different
like one of
ways
those
of
guys that probably talks a lot. but
no,
yeah.
he just gets it done.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Let's see. Hellboy from YouTube. Hello, brothers.
Hey
Hello.
there.
Leland Meeks from YouTube. Favorite movie? That's a hard one. It really depends on genre.
Yeah.
Cap for Life with the $10 donation. Thank you.
Nice.
Gentlemen, Rob in Hollywood says, greetings from Miami. Just 2 questions. Best trap workout for fastest results, and does it take 3 days to see fat burning results? I would say it takes longer than 3
Yeah,
days.
yeah.
Unless you're doing something like maybe water depletion.
Sodium and water. Yeah.
yeah,
You can see a
yeah.
big difference for sure. But yeah, to fat burning in 3 days, I don't know really what necessarily that would.
I mean, honestly, at that point, if you've only got 3 days, you really just got to trick people. A tan,
Yeah.
like Brandon was saying, trying to flush the sodium out of your body, kind of deplete yourself a little bit. You're going to have to make it fast for that one.
Yeah, true.
So, and lighting and angles can go a long way.
Yeah. In trap workout, I mean, depending on where, obviously traps are going to be mainly that is what people talk about in the traps. The upper trap is going to be shrugs. Shrugs is going to be a pretty major movement there to develop the traps. But if you want to develop all your traps, it's going to be shrugs, it's going to be retractions, it's going to be depressions. That's really going to hit all the angles of the traps.
And then to go back to the favorite movies questions really quick, because we kind of skipped over that one. I would have to say, God, then your favorite movie. I know,
Depends
right?
on the genre,
I know.
depends
Okay, I'll
on
say
the-
horror, probably Return of the Living Dead is one of them. The
Yeah.
Thing, The Fly. Those would be my top 3 horror.
We share a lot of the same movies, honestly,
Yeah.
like faves, like because we grew up watching it. So
Exactly. Action would probably be RoboCop, Predator.
Yeah.
Die Hard's a good one. Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but by genre, I think we have
Because then there's like sci-fi horrors like Alien.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
for the Aliens for good action, sci-fi action, stuff like that.
Yeah. Roger from YouTube says anything Arnie. That is true.
That is a good
anything
point.
80s,
Running
early
Man,
90s Arnie.
classic.
Yeah.
I mean, Raw Deal. Like,
Yeah.
how can you go wrong with those movies, man? Commando.
Oh, definitely. There was another good one. Let me see if C. Delaney from YouTube says, what got Buff Dude into working out? You know what the craziest thing is? I think he got into working out because Steve Reeves, but also the fact that his family really wasn't that athletic. I mean, his dad was not.
He was a heavy drinker. His dad, he smoked. But our dad, thankfully, grew up not wanting a part of any of that.
Yeah,
so
he didn't want that
very
life.
healthy, which is cool because then it transferred that to us.
Yeah. So big props to him for seeing that and wanting to make that change.
Yeah.
Hoodie K from YouTube says, have you ever tried broadsword training? Could be really fun. Become a witcher. We would love to do that, Hoodie. That is, we look for that in the future if we get a chance.
Yeah.
Horse riding, sword training, that would be amazing.
Absolutely. Got to head off now. Stay buff. That was from Jack from YouTube.
Yes.
Thank you, Jack. See you later.
Hell yeah. Azim from YouTube says, do you guys ever think about the influence you had on confused teens from around the world who just started working out? Changed my life, especially your how-to video. Well, thank you very much, Azim. Yeah.
We started thinking about it more and more when we started seeing more of the comments come in, and that really helped motivate us to keep going. Because at first, I mean, we obviously wanted to help a lot of people, and it was fun for us as well, and it motivated each other doing it. But then obviously when we saw how motivating it was for other people, we're like, wow, okay, this is really special now we want to definitely keep it up.
Saw a great comment
John from YouTube. Will you ever start making supplements? Probably not.
Yeah,
I see a lot of other fitness guys doing that, but I don't think we'll ever go.
Maybe coffee.
That's true.
Maybe.
Yeah.
God, I know everyone has coffee. That's true. Buff coffee.
Yeah. we're thinking about doing like some kind of protein, a nice natural buff protein or something, but
and I think we wouldn't want to stretch ourselves too thin. Yeah. I think we really are more focused on the entertainment videos, so that's what we would really like to. That utilizes quite a bit of our time. Stevie Nicks from YouTube says, can we get a God of War Kratos YouTube content? I have the magazine that Brandon had his routine in.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun doing that. It's crazy how the years have passed. Quite a few years already on that one, but that was maybe we'll see. I don't know.
Roger from YouTube says, are you guys ever looking for editors or crew members? God, a cameraman.
Jesus Christ! Like after all these years, I mean, we've had some every once in a while, but I swear it's like
It's kind of funny. We laugh sometimes when we get comments like, "Oh, your guys' crew is on point" or whatever. And we're like, "Our crew? It's us."
God, doing that Viking video. There was one point when we were doing the race in the little Viking,
tiny. Yeah,
we had 5 cameras running. And it was like they were all just sitting there on tripods.
I was operating the drone as I was in the kayak. I was controlling the drone.
Then we had a couple cameras on the tripods in front of the thing, and thankfully we had our dad help me with another, and Michaela, my girlfriend, helping with another. It's like, God, man, it was so stressful.
I know, right? Well, Roger from YouTube, if you ever find yourself in the Central Oregon area, then we are looking for a cameraman.
Exactly.
SCM from YouTube, we need more commandment videos.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
Every year,
I think we need to do one.
That's true.
Yeah, we need to remind people, hey,
that is true. It'll be a yearly thing. I think the biblical buff dude's gonna get pretty depressed.
I know, right? Ali from YouTube says, your workout videos helped me get into fitness during the pandemic. Nice. Welcome in Scotland at any time. Well, thank you very much.
Scotland. Yeah, is man, that country looks. Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah. You're taking every word out.
I know. Braveheart. We saw Braveheart. Like that is cool.
Exactly. Yeah, amazing.
Home Gym Essentials. Sohan from YouTube. The power rack. I was going to say, if you can have the space for a power rack, that is definitely a huge thing. If not, maybe a nice pair of dumbbells, like a variety of weights in that, or kettlebell. And if you don't really have any of that room, maybe you're in an apartment, well, then those resistance bands can go a long way.
Definitely. Bahadir from YouTube says, hello from Turkey. You guys look more buff than ever. Love you. Thank you. Yeah. William from Facebook says, hello from Vermont. Hey, William.
All these nice compliments that we're looking buffers.
Well, thank you very much. I know, right?
So. And gotta keep stepping it up.
And Daniel from Facebook says, what's up, guys from Texas? Hey, hope all is well in Texas.
Absolutely. Hope your power is good. Been seeing that, and that seems pretty devastating for a lot of people. So,
and
Olympic ring. Sohan from YouTube again. What about Olympic ring? I mean, those are pretty specific. I mean, those are great, but I don't think you don't have to go out of your way to get them. But
Unless
you have room for them.
Exactly. And unless it's maybe something that you want to gravitate
Yeah,
towards,
true.
that style of
You can
training.
do dips on them, pull-ups. You can do muscle-ups. Yeah, there's a lot of different things you can do with them.
Daniel from Facebook, love the Buff Dad shirt. Thank you very much, Daniel.
Buff Dad.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Oh yeah, I thought this time I thought it was a Buff Dad. Buff Dad,
Exactly.
of course.
It changed.
That's
Once it
true.
became a dad.
Yeah.
It's just the other one melted off.
yeah. Let's see. The AAA battery from YouTube. Hey, greets from my wife and me from Germany.
Hey, yeah, AAA.
We can talk.
Let me see. Again, thank you for all the comments. We
Yes,
do apologize if we
absolutely.
missed some. Sometimes they come in very fast, so
Absolutely.
it can be a little hard to catch up on everything.
John from YouTube. Yatsfub coffee sounds so exotic. People think it's imported.
Yeah, that's true. You may be onto something, John.
Bufflandia.
Yeah, they'll be like, wow.
Yatsfub coffee.
Soham from YouTube. Why don't you guys ever do powerlifting meets? You're strong. There's strong, and then there's like powerlifting
That's
level
true.
strong.
That's true.
And I guess I've just read too many horror stories of powerlifters who their bodies just get shot,
I know.
and it's hard to even get out of bed in the morning. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to get to that level. I love watching it. I love the sport, but I don't know if I could make that investment.
Absolutely. Real Ruler from YouTube. You need a Buff Dad bod t-shirt for those of us fans that have a buff bod or a dad bod, but no kids.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
Love from India, dude. Stay buff. Yeah. Aman from YouTube. Thank
Nice.
you.
And Daniel from Facebook just received mine last week.
Nice.
Nice. Hope
Oh,
you
yeah.
enjoy it for many years to
Absolutely.
come. And it is past 10 a.m. our
So-
time, so we got to say we're probably going to be wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Um,
It's always hard, dude. We love these comments. We love hanging out with you guys. It's one of the better parts of our week for sure.
Yeah. And Cody from Facebook, I'll answer this last question.
Oh, yeah.
What was it like doing the Corridor Digital collab all those years back? I bet that was a wild experience. It was fun because that was one of the
That's
first
true.
videos we saw where
Yeah.
we're like, wow, that's what YouTube
You
is
can
capable
do
of. Yeah.
entertaining videos. You can do bigger
Yeah.
style budget. Not big budget, but
Yeah.
make it look big budget
Yeah.
on a platform that allowed you to do that and have a lot of control over it.
Yeah, so that was, in that way, that was a great experience to be like, okay, cool. And now we're able to be a part of it a little bit.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, thanks everyone.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for
And
joining.
we'll be back here next Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific. Oh, we'll decide. Me and Brandon will think, we'll decide if we're going to do one more of this chair workout or we'll move on.
Yeah, maybe do a band one.
That would be a lot of fun. So maybe let us know. We'll post like a poll later this week on our YouTube and Facebook. So thank you all.
Yes.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Have a great weekend.
Absolutely. Thank you.